Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video and welcome to another showcase. We're back with Vegeta's family team and we're back with the other, I guess you could say the twin brother, but the GT version of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. We've got the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta, which of course Dokkan awakened with the other Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I guess you could call them like the Brothers of Destruction. If you ever watched WWE, you know what I'm talking about. Except no dead man, no fire in this one. I mean, probably fire, because these are some solid units. But yeah, we've got the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta, who is also rainbowed. We're going to be running with his brother. Probably on the same rotation. We still got the GT Super Saiyan Vegeta on here as well, because they've shared some similar links. I just thought, why not keep him on? I mean, both GT Vegetas, why not? It doesn't really do much, but you know, I felt like doing it. Okay, leave me alone. So yeah, we're gonna be trying him out. These two are pretty similar units. I think the only difference is the GT Vegeta doesn't guard, and I think other than that, they're pretty much identical. Yeah, we're gonna take him into a Dokkan event, see what he can do, and I'm hoping it's good things. I mean, if they're identical, it should be decent things, because this guy impressed me, apart from the chances to guard rather than definite guard. But yeah, look forward to using him, of course. Vegeta fanboy, why wouldn't I be? But yeah, give me a huge favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's hop into the Dokkan event and see what my boy Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta, the Brothers of Mass Destruction, can do. Okay, and we are. No, unfortunately, no GT Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but we do have his brother on rotation with us, so we're just gonna have to hold out for that. But that gives me time to kind of run through in terms of what he does. So this GT Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta also is the Super Saiyan 3 category lead, giving Ki plus 3, HP and attack and defense plus 120. So similarly to the Fizz Vegeta here. If you don't have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, could be a good alternative sub lead for you if you're a newer Dokkan player, or if you're just incredibly unlucky and you've never pulled Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Which, if you haven't, yeah, then you're very unlucky. Also, attack types Ki plus 3, HP and attack and defense plus 90%. You probably won't be using him for that leader skill, if I'm being honest. Actually, to be fair, we don't actually need him on rotation with the other one, because he's linking well with the Super Saiyan 1, but I kind of just wanted to run them together. I mean, we'll leave him on this rotation. So, turn 1, 180k attack stat and 180k attack stat, 104k defense. That's a good starting point. That's a better starting point than the Super Saiyan 3 Fizz Vegeta. So far already in terms of numbers, the GT Vegeta, he's already edging it turn 1 with nothing built up, which those are some respectable numbers, granted what he is. So as I said, they're pretty much identical units, so we do need to kind of build them up a little bit. 2.2 million attacks after 1 attack received. Jesus, I said they were identical. This man's already putting out so much better numbers. I was linking him to the same person. The only link I'm pretty sure we didn't have with the other one was what is it? Limit break and form. And an extra attack plus 5% wouldn't have changed that too much. But on super attack, they are. I think they're identical. Are they identical? Yes, they are. So when he supers, he causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack by 50% and defense by 30% for 6 turns, which is very nice, is very useful. And judging by those kind of numbers on turn 1, he's gonna be putting out some pretty decent numbers after he super attacks. Some pretty decent numbers indeed. I'm probably talking close to 3 milli already, which is very nice. Passive attack and defense plus 120%. I mean, is it a shock? Is it a surprise? Every unit from this celebration has got 120%. I don't know. It's good. I just don't know why every single unit has 120. Just every single one. Plus an additional attack. Plus, this is where the difference comes in. He gets an additional attack plus 60% and defense plus 30% for 6 turns after receiving an attack. So literally, all you got to do is get a hit once. In a turn, bang, he's got the additional 60% attack and defense plus 30%. But he does have the same build-up in the passive as the Super Saiyan 3 Fizz Vegeta, in the fact that you get an additional attack plus 10% up to 60%. Same with the defense, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 5% up to 30% with each attack received as well. So you have the one where you just get attacked, no build-up, you get immediate attack plus 60% and defense plus 30%. On top of the attack plus 120 and defense plus 120 you get from the passive in general. And then on super, on top of the attack plus 50% and defense by 30% you have for 6 turns as well. So in 1 turn, you can get his numbers up quite nicely. especially after you've built up his the stacking part of his passive, when you're up to that attack plus 60% and defense plus 30%, and also the crit chance. Sorry, not the defense. The attack and defense up to, it's because it's the way it's worded. It's so weird. The attack and defense up to 60 and his crit chance up to 30%. When he's fully built up, after you super attack and take one hit, he's going to be putting out some very decent numbers on both attack and defense. So in total, would he be better than the Fizz one? I don't know about that. I mean, in terms of attack stat, probably. In terms of defense stat, I think also yes. But in terms of being a more defensive unit, I do think the Fizz Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is better defensively just because he has the chance of guarding. And while I'm not a huge fan of chance of guarding, even if it is a 50% chance to guard, if he does get the guard off, he does have damage reduction by 40%. On top of the, you know, the attack and defense on super for 6 turns, on top of the stacked attack and defense up to 60% after receiving, what is it, 6 attacks? So defensively, he is better in terms of actual numbers on the stats. This GT Vegeta is better. Then if the guard does come off, the damage reduction is it is very useful. So we do have the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks on rotation. He isn't fully brought up yet, but we're already up to a 608k attack stat and 203k defense. With the attack and defense plus 40% we're getting. Which is pretty good. It's pretty good if you ask me. So yeah, in terms of just raw, instead of just raw numbers, this Vegeta is better. I do think the Fizz Vegeta is better defensively purely because he has the chance to guard and damage reduction. 3.2 milli attack stat. So that's a guarantee. Have we been attacked 3 times maybe? I think. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, definitely. In terms of numbers, he is definitely better. In terms of this one is better offensively, the other one's better defensively, but in general, in terms of actual just numbers and output in general across the board, this Vegeta is better. But they're still both very good, don't get me wrong. They are still both very good. I would probably say this one is better. Again, in terms of personal preference. Again, if that guard for the other one was active at all times, I'd probably say that one is better because it is more useful in harder events because guard and damage reduction is huge pre-SBR and GT Goku event. But they're both very good, but the fact he has a chance to guard, I don't know. I mean, they're both very good regardless. We got them both on rotation. Is Limit Breaking Form on Super? It might be on... I think it's on Super. Yeah, so we're going to have all links currently active, so no support. We're up to 759k attack stat and 259k defense. That's crazy. In fact, I'm going to do this, because I know... Okay, no, I was also thinking maybe we could avoid the super, so no, I'm actually going to do this. That is kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Those numbers are impressive. What's nice about his passive as well, yes, you get the additional, like the immediate additional attack plus 60% and defense plus 30% for 6 turns after receiving an attack. Yes, there'd be a turn like 3.4 million attack stat. And got the crit for 2.1 mil. Remember, this isn't a Dokkan Fest. As I said before, these kind of units are kind of sitting around levels of like side banner unit-esque levels in terms of how good they are. Probably some varying of on par, slightly less, above it, and kind of beyond it, but still not reaching Dokkan Fest or LR level, obviously. But that is kind of insane of how good that is. That is kind of insane. In terms of the raw output of this Vegeta, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I think they're both very good units. As I said, personal preference for the other one. Yes, having the guard of damage reduction is nice, or getting the damage reduction if you guard is nice. It can be very useful. Just as I said, in terms of my personal preference, just having the chance to do it, it isn't fully good enough for me. But I think I stand by what I said. Offensively, this one is definitely better. Defensively, the other one is better just because it does have the chance, even though I'm not a fan of it, does have the chance of guard and getting damage reduction. He is better defensively. But in terms of numbers, output, raw output in terms of damage and raw output on defense, I think the GT one is also better. But overall defensively, the Fizz one is better just because, as I said, the chance to guard is there and the damage reduction is just, it could be huge in harder events. But no, man, I'm impressed. These are this one's impressed me a lot. But again, that just might be my personal preference when it comes to guard. I don't know, probably. But I'm impressed. His raw output is amazing. Again, mine is rainbowed, so give or take like a few stats here and there. But even so, very good. Again, a unit with very good links, like just in general. Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Prodigies, Limit Breaking Form, which like every Super Saiyan 3 unit, I think like apart from 1 or 2 in the entire game have. Fierce Battle, which is huge. Especially if you get some of these links to level 10, or especially just level 10 links these units in general. Royal Lineage, even though it only gives key if you level 10 link it, you do get the extra attack plus 5%, which is just easy to get off when it comes to linking with Vegeta units. Good links, good teams again. Super Saiyan 3, which again has got a huge buff from this celebration. Pure Saiyans, which is one of the best categories in the game, especially when Super Vegeta drops. And guess what? That's another Vegeta unit. Vegeta's family also has worthy rivals. Crossover's a great category. Not going to age anytime soon based off this celebration. He also goes on Gifted Warriors. But those main three, again, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's family, he's on some huge categories. So if you're missing some of the bigger units, like the more desirable units, especially on Super Saiyan 3, I mean, even on Super Saiyan 3, you've got options in general, but Vegeta's family, potentially Pure Saiyans as well. These Vegetas can fit on those teams very nicely. I think this guy will be very good in, or maybe not very good here. I think he'll be pretty decent in the likes of SBR and the SBR. You'd probably have to be slightly careful when it comes to damage in terms of on a basic. If you have him in slot 2, you get the super attack off, get the attack and defense raised for 6 turns. Yes, you do like get a bonus after receiving an attack. As long as you don't get supered and you receive the attack first, this guy should be good in terms of taking damage, in terms of like probably double digits to triple digits on basics. On a super, he'll probably take a decent chunk, but not as much as others. The other Vegeta will probably be better at that, especially if you get supered and there's no guard, then this Vegeta I would say is better. If the guard comes off, obviously as I said, defensively the Fizz Vegeta wins. But ideally, if you get hit and you get the additional attack plus 60% and defense plus 60, attack plus 60% defense plus 30% for 6 turns, and he's already built up, and you get your super attack off afterwards. Like, say the ideal scenario in slot 1 is you're attacked once, maybe twice in slot 1, but none of them are supers, and then you get the super off, and then the supers are coming after. He'll be very good. I do think ideally slot 2, which is a shame because of the additional attack plus 60 and defense plus 30, that you get immediately after receiving an attack. But this guy could work well in the SBR. In some scenarios, as I said, with most units in the game, the same with the Fizz SSJ3 Vegeta, you probably want to be careful in terms of, like, you know, running items when you need to, things like that. But for the most part, I think he'll do well there. I'm impressed in terms of just raw output. I mean, all the Dragon Ball Heroes crossover units from this celebration, new units, Dokkan Awakenings, Easy A's, they've all impressed me. They've all impressed me, but I wasn't expecting that from him. But do let me know down in the comments what you think of him, and if you have used the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta. I think he's pretty good. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.